Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we have a Fifine Ampligame A20 gaming speakers right here. This is a very interesting one. It's a new product from Fifine. We're gonna try to test it out and see, if it's good enough or not. This is a relatively cheap speaker, not too cheap, but it's under $100, so we'll see. So currently right now, at the time of recording, it's $46.99 US dollar. Okay, so, and then you can get a 5% coupon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Without further ado, here we go. So the first one we have here is the instructions manual from Fifine. It says here, Fifine Ampligame A20 user's guide. It has a unique shape. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a pentagon shape or something. Okay, here we go. First page right here is the table of contents, what's in the box, product description, then the visual instructions right here. So there is a 3.5 jack. There's a USB port or jack, and then the first two speakers, dual speakers right here. So yeah, usually it's connected, the 3.5 jack and the USB jack is connected usually on the left speaker. Interestingly, it doesn't have, or it doesn't need a power adapter, so it's feeding off, the power is feeding off from the I would assume the USB speakers. You can be connecting it to your computer, or you can also plug it in on the, if I'm not mistaken, you can plug it in on the outlet if you have that I don't know, 5-volt dongle you have. Same with the iPhone. Anyways, I digress. So what is this number 6 actually? Kind of curious. So right here it says product description number 6, RGB button, long press and hold for 3 seconds to turn it on or off the RGB light. Oh, okay, so it's basically the, oh, I thought it was a different if you can see right here, I thought it was a different device. It's just magnifying the the button right here. Okay, anyways, let's take it out. Okay, so looks pretty nice. The feel, is it? Yeah, I thought it was metal, but I think it's hard plastic. But it looks good actually. And for $46.99, it's not really a big deal. Like I said, the one I thought it was, so it's right here. As with Fifine, it's a touch button, if I'm assuming, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this would be a touch button right here. And yeah, the instruction manual said 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds to turn it on or off. The left speaker, it has the Fifine logo right here on the, I guess, the right side of this left speaker. Then we have the plus and minus button. It has kind of like, yeah, so I'm assuming, yeah, I think this is the light in the middle right here. It's going to be the RGB light. And then at the bottom, we have rubber stands right here to not, make this move and stuff. The right speaker, it only has the power button right here and then the RGB lighting in the middle. It doesn't have the Fifine logo on the right side, which is actually fine because you don't want the logo to be too everywhere. Sometimes it gets annoying. Some people don't want any logos actually. For some reason, I'm kind of curious. Yep, kind of weird. Okay, I may have made a mistake then because it does say here the power button has, the one that has power button, it says L here. So this is the left speaker actually, and this is the right one. The Fifine logo is on the right speaker, so I made a mistake on that. Let's see from the back. So the cable that's connecting between the two speakers is, I think it's long enough because I don't think this is intended for like a large computer desk anyways like mine. You would need anyways a big, rather bigger speaker for that, but this should be good enough for like a 1 monitor setup. Now what I wonder if how powerful this would be, because you're just connecting it all from the computer if you're not going, and I'm assuming it's like 5 volts or something. So we are going to test it out. I'm going to connect it to my MacBook right here. Give me 1 second. I'm just gotta make sure I'm gonna connect the power for the MacBook so it's not just like on battery mode. This is a little bit tricky. I have to extend the this one right here because my MacBook, on the MacBook, the 3.5 jack or the dongle 3.5 jack is on the right side while the USB port is on the left. I have to make a good separation in this one and just check this out. I'm gonna place them, well, I wanna listen to one of it. But yeah, as you can see now, it's turning on when I plugged in the USB cable. Now for the 3.5 jack on the other side, you guys should be able to see it on the overhead camera. All right. So don't mind the freaking cables all over the place and stuff. We're not doing a cable management right here. So let me try to play some music. Hopefully no copyright music. I want to play it with just the MacBook right now. This is the maximum volume for the MacBook right now. Okay, so now let's plug this in. Obviously I have to increase the volume. I'm curious how much. I'm gonna put it to max. So I notice it's not significantly louder per se than this one. So this one, with my MacBook, I guess it sounds like it has more highs or trebles on this one, and maybe the mids, not so much the bass. While this one is not louder, this one isn't louder, but it has more bass to this, I guess. Don't get me wrong, the bass is not that powerful, but it's for $47, $47. Yeah, it does the job. I don't know if you guys can hear it right here. Am I clipping? Okay. At least I'm not clipping. Okay. Can you hold? Yeah, okay. So all the way down and then put it all the way back up. There is a bit of a, it does take a few seconds before it goes, max volume. All right, so take it out again. Yeah, so the MacBook sounds, I guess, from my perspective right here, a little bit louder, but it's tiny, if you get what I mean. Like, there's less bass in this one. But, obviously it's expected. It's just the, laptop speaker. It's not much more room to make on this one. While this one, is the left one? Okay. Again, it has more bass, it has more clarity compared to my MacBook speakers, but it's not necessarily louder. So obviously, because we're just like feeding off from this is just for USB port, probably like 5 volts or something. I guess it's not bad, but let's try to see first if we can cycle through, because with Fifine, they always have these RGBs and stuff. Cycle them through. Yep, you get single colors, cycling, and then the manual said to hold for 3 seconds. Okay, that turns it off. Hold for 3 seconds, turn it back on. Now, is there like a rainbow or something? Or like certain kinds you can control. Okay, so you double tap. Double tapping it, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it changes the cycles through the effects. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But again, most of the time, like, I guess I don't turn on my RGB anymore for most of the time, especially when I'm working. Even my computer. So let's just keep it that way. Now I want to play another music for like, no copyright and stuff.
You left me lonely, I could tell them the whole story. It may take a couple hours, I've got time, let's get the chat. How could I explain the situation? Man, it's so damn complicated.
I mean, you should be able to hear it better.
I should go back to bed. I'm going back to all the basics, teaching myself now. How do we waste it? It's like learning a whole new language. I'm afraid to scared to face it. I just want consistent clarity.
I'm trying to like spread it out a little bit so I can hear the actual like left and right channels, and then take it off again. This is how MacBook sounds. And the speaker. That's pretty much it, actually. This is a like very, very simple speaker right here, and yeah, I wasn't really expecting much. I guess I was kind of hoping it could get to like the Sound Blaster. I used to have that. I used to love that that speaker. That did have way more sound, but again, that was powered. Okay, I mean, it has its own separate, dedicated power from the wall socket. So I guess you couldn't really expect much. But how much is the Sound Blaster speaker right now? Yeah, it's almost double the price. It's $70, while this one is like $47. So I guess you can't really complain. $70 versus $47 and maybe less for the coupon. I think it's not bad. I was just kind of hoping, I guess. I didn't have high expectations, but I was kind of hoping that it would be a little louder, I guess. But honestly, this it does the job. I think it's good for laptops, small computer with small monitor and stuff. But don't expect like really loud, like you can party and all that. But it does the job. And what do you call this? It has clarity to it. Clarity. All right, so this is just a short video, and don't forget to smash the like button. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, this is Lars. I'll see you on the next video.